So I recently saw the new Superman movie and I really liked it. Now I'm not like the biggest Superman fan, nor have I seen all the Superman movies. Like I think the last Superman movie that I felt like was a true Superman movie was Bryan Singer's Superman, Superman Returns. I think that one was played by Brandon Routh. Now I don't remember much of that movie, but I do remember sticking to that movie and that face of Superman as my Superman. Now that's not to say I didn't like Zack Snyder's Superman, nor that I didn't like Henry Cavill's Superman, but it just didn't feel like true Superman to me. Like, I remember watching Henry Cavill's Superman and thinking it was really badass. Like, this is a badass Superman. This is a cool Superman. But watching David Corenswep's Superman made me feel really hopeful and warm inside. And I feel like when I think of Superman, those are the kind of feelings I associate watching a Superman movie with. I won't go too much into spoilers, but there was a scene where Superman had just saved someone and he was beginning to rise out of the smoke, and the music, Superman's theme, starts playing and he flies off, and it felt so cool and so true to Superman. I was smiling ear to ear the whole time during this whole sequence of battles and everything was going on. There's another scene in the movie that's probably my favorite scene, where Lois Lane is interviewing Clark Kent as Superman, and she's kind of grilling him throughout this whole interview, and Superman is clearly like struggling. But by the end of it, Lois Lane makes Clark question his validity as a punk because Lois questions everything and is your typical cynical punk, and Clark is this person who trusts everyone and thinks everyone is beautiful. And Clark goes, maybe that's a real punk rock. And I think that scene and that dialogue was absolutely beautiful, and I think encapsulates what Superman is perfectly. And I love the iteration of this Superman because it still felt like Superman, but human at the same time. For instance, the movie starts off with a text timeline and it tells you that Superman had just lost a battle. And after the text timeline, you see Superman falling from the sky, crashing into the ground. After that, he gets back to his fortress, and with the help of his robots, he heals up. But he doesn't heal up all the way. This is like where I knew I was watching a good Superman movie. Because once he heals up, he runs off to go fight the same battle he just lost, and the robot goes, "You're not fully healed yet." I think he says you're like 85% healed or something like that. It reminded me of one of my favorite internet trends, Hopecore. It was a really wholesome trend on the internet to try and instill some hope into people, like the indomitable human spirit meme. That was my favorite meme to see on my TikTok feed. I love seeing those memes, but they were so nice to see. It felt like a nice little break from all the bad news you see in the world. Like everything about them was just to instill some hopefulness and remind people that you have the spark inside of you. Like some of them would use the song Viva La Vida by Coldplay, which itself means long live life and is a beautiful song with themes of life and loss. And while the Hopecore trend kind of died down a little bit, I've seen a resurgence in it because of the Superman movie. And watching the movie, I feel like I really understand why. Like, there's a meme I've been seeing going around that people have been using to describe how they felt watching the new Superman movie, and it's a crude MS Paint drawing of someone shackled and being injected with a syringe that says hope on it. While you don't have to be shackled to watch the new Superman movie, I do think it did instill a lot of hope in people and was a nice little break from all the bad news we've been seeing. Overall, this feels like a good start to a new DCU, if that is what they're doing, and I really hope to see the continuation of the Hopecore trend. That'll be it for me. If you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good night, day, or wherever you are.